Hi, we're Ron and Christine, and in this video we're going to tell you our top 5 things to do in Moab, Utah. Number 1 is
Arches National Park. We were there a couple years ago with our kids. We only had half of a day to spend at the park. So fortunately, this year we were able to go 4 different days, do several trails. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we love Arches National Park. We got to see the Delicate Arch and several of the others. So in the video we'll show you some brief clips of some of the things we saw when we went into the park, and then in a future video we're going to get into more detail. And our second favorite thing to do was ATV off-roading. We rented an ATV from High Point,
Yep.
Hummer and ATV, and we had a blast. We actually had it for 2 days basically, and we took it to the Sand Flats recreation area, and there we did fins and things, and I think we did one other section. That area is also where you find Hell's Revenge, where if you watch videos of ATV off-roading, four-wheel driving, Jeep, whatever, if you go on the internet and find it, you're going to see people doing Hell's Revenge. That's probably the most popular one.
Yep.
So what did you think of it?
I liked it. I was a little nervous when we did fins and things, but I trust you and your driving, and I knew you wouldn't go crazy and try to scare me.
So the Hurrah Pass area is where we really had the most fun, I think.
Yeah.
It was sand and dirt roads, banked. It was a mixture, it had rocks and all kinds of stuff in it. So it was a little more high speed, and it ended at Hurrah Pass, which was this awesome cliff that looked over a canyon, and you'll actually see Chris walking out to the point there. So
Really pretty.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that was right at the end of the day, so that was really neat too.
So what do you think, Ron? We finally got on the off-road paths.
Yeah, this is like mountain bike riding on steroids. It's awesome.
I think you've been waiting for what? How long?
Since I was a little kid, I don't know.
To do this?
I don't know, something like this. This is what Hi, Mom. Don't you wish you were with us?
Okay, here's our Kawasaki off-roading. I'm not sure if we're on the path that we were looking for or supposed to take. thing to do was biking. We mountain biked and we also did a bike trail.
Yeah, the bike trail we did actually started at a park and rode up and ended up at the entrance to Arches National Park, which was cool. I mean, that was a cool view to be able to see that on the way up there.
Yeah. You could go past, the bike path went past the entrance, but we chose to turn around. It was later in the day and came back.
Yeah. And it ended and started right along the river,
Right.
which was really nice because that's actually where we ended up taking Mika later to let her swim in the river. So, and beautiful view right between the canyons. So, definitely that was cool. But our two favorite biking days were the mountain biking we did at Moab brand biking trails. They were the other side of Moab, and we went there. It's actually north of town, I guess.
Yes.
And there's several different loops and trails you can take. The first day we mainly just did simple biking. It was, I think, an easy loop. And then the next day we went back and we did some more single track and a little bit of slick rock. So that was kind of cool. I'd done a little of that. Chris had never done anything like that at all. And we both managed to do it without wrecking. And
I didn't fall off, so that was a plus.
And you had a blast.
I had a blast.
And to top it off, both of them ended at the top, looking over the canyon and being able to see Arches National Park in the distance. So
it was beautiful.
I don't know what more you can do for mountain biking now. We didn't do like some people do in Moab. But if you enjoy mountain biking, you gotta go to Moab.
And it was free. There was no entrance fee. So, I mean, if you want to try your hand at it and see if you like it or not, that's a great place to do it at. So. Okay, we have been biking for just 10 minutes maybe. It's fun so far. I mean, it's my first experience with, what is it? Mountain biking. Would it be called off-road biking?
Yeah.
Anyway, mountain biking, off-road biking, whatever. I like it so far, and I haven't fallen. It's been fun. Our fourth favorite thing to do was the Lasalle Mountain Loop Road, and we actually didn't know anything about it. We were in at the campground office and the lady was telling us, hey, that's a really neat thing to do, especially at sunset. So
yeah, we had no idea what to expect to drive, and we experienced all kinds of different mountains. We went through the alpine level. We went above that. We saw cows fighting along the road. We came across an area where there was a narrow road right along the edge of the mountain, and there was a bunch of cattle right in the middle of the road, so we actually had to wait for them. I don't know where they came from.
Right.
So, but the views were amazing, and we ended the drive down in this little community, I guess. There was very few places there.
Right.
And what was it called?
Castle Valley.
Castle Valley.
Yes.
And that's the sunset there the first night, where when we saw that was beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Purples and pinks and all kinds of colors.
Yeah. So, and of course you end that trail coming back through the canyon, coming back into Moab. So that was an awesome time.
It was, yeah, a great drive. Thing to do in Moab was the food, which we always love to eat good food.
That's true.
Yeah.
The first place we went to Zach's.
Yeah.
And it was, I guess, a pizza place. I mean, I'm sure they had other stuff, but
Yeah.
We were there during COVID time, obviously, so we didn't get to do the buffet style, which I guess is awesome there. But the pizza we had was amazing, and the views were.
Yeah. We got to sit outside. They have a lower level and a upper porch area level, and we sat up there, and it was beautiful. They had mist coming down,
which was necessary since it was about 100 degrees.
Right.
So, but that was kind of neat because it overlooked from the second levels.
Great atmosphere.
Yeah.
And we found it. We asked one of the locals because we figure, we don't want to go to the most popular place, even if it is most popular. We want to know what the locals like.
Yeah.
So that's how we found that.
Yeah, because the kid that told us to go there grew up in Moab,
Right.
so that was kind of cool. He was a neat kid anyway.
And the Zach's Pizza, one of the guys that owns it grew up in Moab himself.
That's true.
Went off to college and then came back and started this restaurant. And I think he did it with a buddy, from what I recall. But
we also ate at the Blue Pig, right?
The Blue Pig barbecue. It was yummy.
Yeah, it was good. And the cool thing was we did that after we did part of our ATV day. And so we were dirty and nasty and covered with dust and dirt.
Yeah.
I mean, and we
Sweaty.
pulled up right in front of the building in our open ATV vehicle and walked right in, and they didn't think a thing of it, invited us in, set us down, and the food was awesome.
It was good. And I'm sure after we left, they cleaned the whole booth and everything, because I'm sure we left kind of like Linus. Was it Linus in Charlie Brown that's covered in dirt?
Yeah. I'm
not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah,
anyway.
I'm sure they did.
But it was really good.
Yeah, it was. So those are our top 5 things that we did in Moab. So we hope if you go to Moab, you try those. If not, find your own top 5 things in Moab. But go to Moab. It's cool. There's probably nothing like it that we've seen. And
there's so much to do.
Yeah. So if you like this video and this kind of content, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and remember,
no matter what life throws at you,
keep driving forward.